Hey everyone, I am Allie Bow, and this is my learning journey video for Radical Coffee Company. I am an E5 right now, or almost an E6 because it's the last week of the quarter, but I'm an E5 for this quarter, but I was doing this venture when I was an E4 also, so this is a continuation of what I was doing last quarter. Alright, gotta get a different pen. So I started tracking on the whiteboard from week 3 because week 1 and 2 were really focused on VP1. I had not started anything for VP2 yet. I was on a grading team because I'm an E5, so I was with Tori and Austin. That was an amazing team, and it was really cool to be able to coach other teams of VP1. I thought that was an amazing addition to this quarter. I was really happy with that. So we finished grading in week 3, and that's when I really started focusing on VP2. So I was kind of lost because I felt like, what am I gonna do this quarter? Not only is it online, but I don't have the financials to launch right now, so I'm not really sure what I'm expected to do. I had a meeting with Tim, and he was really emphasizing that I needed to launch, and I had no idea what that meant, and he said that I should partner up with a coffee shop, a local one, and hold an event that I wanted to do in my coffee shop in their space. This is a lovely idea, but COVID-19 has really made things more difficult than normal, and I reached out to a couple places and I didn't get any responses, and then I sort of, after talking to my quad, mostly Tara, I realized that this isn't what I want to do anyways. I really wanted to focus on building my brand. I didn't want to focus on putting myself in another brand and naming my venture after them, because that's not why I'm in this class, you know? I needed to do what was best for me. So the next week I had a meeting with Meg, and this was really great. I felt like I was just so lost, and it was already week 4, out of 9, this quarter is even shorter, and so I was like, oh my gosh, what am I actually doing? But she helped me stay calm, and we figured out that, I really wanted to focus on building my brand, and she added in that I should really do some industry research on the coffee shop industry, figuring out like what that's going to look like and where I fit into that. And she is so good at networking too, so she really helped me think about maybe people I could talk to. And it was just really helpful to talk to her, because before that I just felt so lost, and she really put me in a good direction. Then we had Ugly But Tasty, and I had something to pitch, and I was excited. I worked on some more VPCs, and I edited the BMC that I did last quarter to be more fitting, because I have even more information now. And I created an Instagram for my coffee company. So I made my first post, and there is a PowerPoint in my evidence locker that you can see all of the Instagram posts I made, or you could just go look at the Instagram if you have an account. I've posted quite a lot, and it's grown, and I feel really good about it, so that was great to start that this quarter. I feel really good about it. So then what are we on, week 6? No, that can't be right. Week 5? Yeah, week 5. So this quarter went so fast. It's just kind of hard to believe that I even did all this. But I needed to focus on some of the analyses that I needed to update. So I did so many last quarter. I did a lot of work on all of the like test cards, BMC, BICs, Pestle, all of that, but I needed to work a little bit more on updating some of it. So I updated some test cards for my social media presence and everything I was doing this quarter. And then I also made a new Pestle analysis that was more detailed. You can find it in my evidence locker. And it also talks about the COVID-19 situation a little bit and how that's affecting everything. I mean, the economy, not only just coffee shops, but everything. So, you know, Pestle is actually a really interesting analysis right now because of everything that's going on. So I did that. I created a survey and sent it out to as many people as I could. I got 84 responses, so it was actually really great to see what people wanted. It was about mostly my social media, but also just what people are looking for right now, how they're doing. And then I posted more on my Instagram, which again, you can see in my evidence locker what I did. But that was really, I felt like I was really getting into the nitty gritty of what I was doing this quarter. So that was great. So now going into week 6, I I was starting to panic a little bit because even though I had a lot done, I still had so much to do. So I created my pitch deck, which seems a little early, but pitch dress rehearsals were, they were supposed to be in week 8, but then there was a mix-up with when Memorial Day was. So they were in week 7, and so I was like scrambling to get that done because I didn't have time on Monday to go to class, so I had to do it on that Wednesday. So I created my pitch deck, and I just made it all of the stuff that I did this quarter, which later John will give me some great feedback that's not what I was supposed to do, so I'll talk about that later on in my pitch dress rehearsal. But I had to pivot that a little bit. And then I did some interviews, and I had a meeting with Art, which was super helpful. He is always so open-minded and really kind. He helped me change my mindset, really, and figure out what I can do to make sure that I'm doing what I want and following my passions, and that it's not selfish to do what I want and not listen to other people telling me I can't do it. My change leadership assignment also helped me really reflect on this and figure out, you know, there are some toxic people in my life that I can't really do anything about right now, especially when it comes to like family members or people that are going to be around for a while. So I just had to do some reflection with Art, and he obviously helped me on the business side of things too, but really we focused on getting my mindset in the right place and building my confidence. You know, like, I can do this. The world tells you can't, but I can. Okay, week 7. So I had a lot of coaching meetings this quarter, but another one was with Brandon. He's trying to open a consulting business and for Western students, and you know, it was really hard for him to get people to meet with him because a lot of people are not at school in Bellingham. So I met with him a few times this quarter. That was really helpful too. He helped me with my traction, you know, and my mindset, as Art did, but just continuing the work that Tim, Meg, and Art all were doing for me in the coaching sessions. Brandon did a really great job of making sure that I was on track and figuring out what I needed to do this quarter. I also updated my business report to reflect everything I did this quarter, not just last quarter. I finished my change leadership and I posted more on Instagram. Like I said, change leadership was really great to reflect on myself and what I really want in life. And that just kind of builds off of all the coaching meetings I had. So I really liked the change leadership this quarter. I actually did it my E1 level, but they told me to do it again and just reflect on the difference, and I thought that was really cool. I've obviously changed a lot, even though it wasn't even that long ago, so it was kind of cool. So now week 8 and 9 I put into one because it was all just so fast and very similar. I had my pitch dress rehearsals. I pitched 3 times actually in these weeks. The first time was pitch dress rehearsal where Jono was like, no, just do something different. That was wrong, and which was really kind of him. I appreciated that a lot. I was just trying to pitch on what I did during E5, and he was like, you got to give context. You got to do everything that you did last quarter and just update it. And so that's what I did. So I pitched again and I won. I didn't win. I was voted to pitch on the Wednesday's pitch off. And so I've pitched 3 times and I felt really good about it. I feel like I really got my ideas out there to so many different people, which is so cool. And you know, like my E3 level, I was scared to even tell people what I wanted to do with my life because I thought they'd just judge me, and now I'm telling hundreds of people. So it's really cool. I organized my evidence locker and the feedback that I was getting, and I finished all the analyses that I needed to do, doing my learning journey video now, and I'm going to apply to be a fellow in the fall. And I don't know if that'll work out or not, but I heard Meg talking about it and then I got super excited. And you know, I love this program. It's done so much for me, and so I was like, why wouldn't I want to pass that on and try to help people in the future? And I'm just going on a rant now. It just makes me really happy to think about. But thank you for watching, and I hope that you are holding up during this time. I'm not sure who is watching this, but I know you're great, and I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video and looking through my project. And I'm so excited for this summer quarter, and then I'm done, which is crazy. I've grown so much. It's just crazy to me. But I hope that you have a great summer too. Thank you.